Good evening, everyone, and we've got another race in the Link to the Past randomizer tournament here for you. Today, we've got a Group K match between TjMaelstrom and fcoughlin in Mixed Boss. I am JP, and I'm joined by Talon. How you doing?
Hey, good evening and hello everyone. Yeah, we got some mixed boss for you today. Gonna have our compasses and maps shuffled and our bosses mixed around, so we'll see how much our runners want to dip dungeons.
Yep. Looking at this group so far, it's pretty simple. Sailor Nep is 3-0, and they've beaten everybody else in the group once. So both of these runners are 0-1 going into today.
Yeah, very important match in this group. It already seems they seem to have a slight front runner already going in, so going to be chasing for second. So these matches between runners is going to be super important.
We should be underway any second here. Yeah, we will see where they start. Otherwise, this is just normal open mode. Nothing too different about it besides the maps, compasses shuffled, and then the bosses shuffled. Normal item pool, so you get all the usual safeties. Alright,
here we go.
Start with a compass to swamp and a piece of heart. So Fred's gonna make the play up to Uncle right away. Looks like TJ is going for a hookshot.
Yeah, TjMaelstrom has never met a CAC he didn't mind skipping, so...
Well, we could see if the uncle has anything nice today. Some bombs. Fred likes those.
Alright, it's a good start. Want some bombs for Kakariko, so we'll take this.
Oh, TJ didn't get the hookshot.
I wonder if maybe he didn't go up high enough away from the pier to get it set right, or what, but that was a little unusual. There, they got it.
Yep. So we're going to see Fred head over to CAC. Checking out Lost Woods. No lumberjack check. Some runners don't like to check it until they get boots anyway, or they're going to head up the mountain. And as you said, yeah, TJ is going to do the CAC skip. More bombs. Fred is happy.
Yeah, plenty of bombs for our Kakariko dip. TJ's going to grab some. I would guess probably go up, check the Saha's closet, and then see where they want to go. Maybe if with enough bombs, do South Shore. But whenever you're CAC skipping like this, the runners normally are looking for something to make Kakariko more valuable, and TJ's just going to make me a layer and go straight for South Shore. So something along the lines of a flute, so you can activate it on the beginning trip, or even just a bottle to get sick kit as you go in. It's kind of what they're looking for when they do this.
Alright, Fred going into the blind hut. Quick rundown again on McBoss. Maps and compasses are shuffled, and the bosses are shuffled. That's the basics of it.
Yeah, with our maps and compasses, nice sword out of Blind's Hut. With our maps and compasses shuffled, and flippers off the NPC, I will get this out eventually. With the maps and compasses shuffled, dungeon dipping gets a little more valuable because there's more items in the dungeons potentially, but also leads to a point where you can get to bosses that you just can't beat. So it's that big back and forth of what do you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And as you were saying, TJ got a flute, which is going to make Kakariko a little nicer. Sword is a good early find for McBoss, and the Fire Rod's even is just as good. Because a sword lets you start killing a lot of bosses. And a glove. And blue mail. Wow. So with just a sword, I have to remember off the top of my head, it's like 7 bosses you can kill.
Let's see, Ormos, Moldorm, Landmo.
You can kill them. Helma, you technically need bombs, but they're always considered.
You always have those. It's fine. Moth, Vitreous, technically gross. Blind, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, the only 3 boss. Well, we got those for the Fire Rod. It also kills Cold Stare now, though. You'll have to make sure to keep a magic refill with you just in case you run across a Cold Stare.
Yeah, boss-wise, our runners really are only stuck with needing an Ice Rod and a Hookshot, and they basically can do all of them. Some far worse than others, but...
Yeah, at this point for these runners, you'd like to have 5 bombs at all times, as well as a full magic bar in some way. Let's see if the race game's gonna have anything. Heart container, yeah. You're gonna if you go for it blind, you take it. But if you just see it on the ledge, you save and quit.
Yeah, totally agree. If you're blind checking and you see that, you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Anything else? Nah. Looks like fcoughlin going to go ahead and give us the back of escape with that glove.
There's the key, a compass, and 10 arrows. So there will be something in Dark Cross, since even the Hyrule Castle map is shuffled.
Right, and we see that compass as an item. In most modes, that compass is just, whatever, placeholder, not important. In this mode, it's very valuable, though, because as our runners enter those dungeons that they have the compass for, they can hit the X and check the map, and it will show you what the boss in that dungeon is, which is great knowledge before you get, too deep in Misery Mire to find out it's a Trinex you can't beat.
So we're still kind of looking for a direction. We've got some nice stuff, but the only thing that's really open so far is some extra flipper checks. I mean, I guess a couple glove checks too, but... kind of still looking for that big item that's going to send you a certain... Oh, actually, I take that back. Flute does at least get you up the mountain for an item, too. I always forget about that when you just have flutes and don't have anything else to go with it. Gonna do a stun price check, it's arrows.
So fcoughlin going to grab their flute. I would expect a save and quit to go right back to Kakariko to activate that.
Yeah, the little bit of a delay, like, oh, yeah, let me go activate this now. In terms of Dark World access, we're still looking for Hammer, Moon Pearl, maybe another glove. Or I guess we could be looking for a sword and a lamp. Or a cape and a lamp.
Oh, Tina getting absolutely sniped by that bow and arrow guard and knocked out of the duck path. It's personal now, it's personal.
I'm about to say, oh, that's actually a nice drop.
See, all according to plan.
I was gonna say, you just kind of leave that alone, but yeah, I think that was just a revenge hit there. Like I said, it did work out because he got a full magic bar out of that. Okay, looks like we're gonna get a somewhat of a high five here. Fred is going to Ice Rock Cave as TJ's leaving. TJ has Zora money. Fred does not.
Yeah, that early hula hand from TJ really paying dividends right now.
Fred does have the option to farm the money, but this is a really slow farm spot. I don't like... I wouldn't do it for 7 trips.
Yeah, no, not when the flip gives you enough mobility to go check some other things pretty quickly. If you're that desperate for it, you can always go to Eastern and get that 95 that's out of the back room to get you closer if you really want to be there.
Some of these enemies have pretty good aim today. At least on TJ's side. That's an ether medallion for Fred. Okay, that's a nice protection against Trinix. So the only unbeatable boss at this point is Argus.
Yeah, our runners are rapidly approaching the point where diving dungeons is not going to be so scary anymore. Nice bow.
Ooh. Does a Trinix in Eastern sound fun?
No, that sounds awful. In logic with sword spins, but no one's going to want to do it.
In a moon pearl. A lot of value up here. Yeah, I mean, if I see 2 rods and a bow early, I am a little concerned that I'm going to have to do an early Trinix fight.
Oh, yeah, I would expect that. It'd be in the back of my mind that that's going to show up at any time.
PG gonna go check the back of Escape. I think Fred's going to the front. So interestingly, there is generally logic to how... I think Fred's got a monkey race going on his timer. I just saw the monkeys going across it. Sorry. Anyway, I think there is some logic with how Trinix is placed, but I don't know if it's applicable in advanced logic. I think to some extent it is because the game does want you to have enough resources to kill a Trinix. But the thing is, you may not have those resources when you find it.
Yeah, that's a good point. You would need some kind of magic extension at this point to be able to get through a Trinix.
Okay. Silvers are really nice for this mode. Yeah, I gotta think TJ's gonna go to Eastern. Yep. Red stunning the guards to later take a death warp. Maybe not gonna take a death warp. Nope, he is. I guess it's no faster with this than the other. Oh, another Pendant Swamp Palace in this tournament.
It doesn't look like there was a ton in the front of Hyrule Castle for fcoughlin. They are going to head back to Dark Cross. That Fire Rod putting it in logic is going to grab their bow.
Yeah, and Fred should end up with silvers as well, because he got to go up to Zora to get the Moon Pearl. EG is going to make the first dungeon dive into Eastern.
Yeah, being kitted out as we are, I totally think this is the right call. I mean, our numbers of good checks are dwindling anyway, but you've got to feel like it's pushing you this direction.
Like I said, like I was saying a little earlier, some things you need to keep in mind if you're going to full clear this. You want to try to have 5 bombs, and you want to try to keep your magic meter full. Because if you run across a Helma or a Cold Stare at this point, you're going to be in trouble. Trinex as well. I think Trinex is even more trouble.
I would be pretty surprised if either of our runners saw a Trinex and didn't just, nope, we'll come back to this later.
Yeah. Unless you get like a second sword in here, maybe then you try it. Or the hammer.
Yeah, hammer, I definitely would try it. Yeah, even a second sword, I think you've got a good shot then.
But yeah, I think just because of their loadout right now, I do think the risk of a Trinex being in here is low. Not 0, but it's low. Though it just went up a little bit. That's Darkhold access.
It's a very generous seed so far. We have lots of good stuff. Yeah, depending on bosses, you can already knock out 3 Dark World dungeons. Some out of logic, but regardless.
Yeah, this Eastern clear will be out of logic because no lamp. And Big Key is behind lamp, so. So this Eastern will not clearly not be in logic, but you're still going to try it at this point.
Yeah, both our runners are more than skilled enough, and if you've made the strip in here, you're coming in here with the idea of, I'm going to beat this.
All right. Yeah, you see TJ, even though he can light a torch in here, not going to do that. Because he wants to keep that full magic meter right now.
Yeah, just going to use that bow as kind of a homing beacon to stab the statue Igar, and then just when it keep firing as it gets closer, so when it wakes up, he takes it to the face.
Yeah, we're about to see what our first boss of the seed's going to be.
Alright, quick, JP, what's the first boss of the seed?
Cold Stare.
Helmasaur. Damn. How do you know?
Well, I guess I'm being burned. I got a fire rod to burn me with.
He's too good, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, that's a problem for Fred unless he gets a full magic refill.
Yeah, that goes back to what you've been saying all this time. Of those are resources you have to manage going in. TJ needs to be real careful, though. No, you're not slashing the button.
The Cold Stare takes a little bit of time getting used to this, to dodging the ice, and also understanding how the puffs, because I believe they take one movement to move, they try to move away from you, and then the next movement they charge you. Or I guess more move towards you, not necessarily charge you. Ooh, gotta be very careful here.
Great fight from TJ. That was not easy. And well rewarded with a crystal. Yeah, we see fcoughlin grabbing this rarely seen rupee room to get over the 500 mark for the Zora.
Yeah. But he's going to be disappointed if he does not find a full magic drop. Now, I think some of the enemies did drop full magic here. I think the ropes did. Or yeah. Or those... I think I might be getting my enemies confused again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There it is. Oh, nice lucky drop there.
Okay, he'll be fine for Cold Stare to at least take out the shell. Oh yeah, plenty of magic drops. Alright, on to phase 2. Gets a hammer hit while they're grouped up. Oof! You can't...
Careful.
Yeah, you cannot take another hit from the puffs. You can take one more hit from ice. Oh! And yeah, you bail.
Yeah, especially knowing what you're up against, that's just one you're going to have to come back for. Hopefully you find a mirror, can just like mirror out of pod and grab it, another shot at it, because that's a pretty far walk back to the back of Eastern.
Meanwhile, we got TJ in pod. Can full clear this, but you're gonna have to deal with some dark rooms. There was nothing important on the Eastern boss. It was just 300 rupees. So that's not gonna hurt Fred right now in terms of progression, but it is a time loss overall. Oh, we got a vanilla big key in pod. I think that's red mail on the island. The Frets can get the items up here: Ice Rod, Boon Pearl, and Silvers. I don't expect Fred to rush pod, though, because he won't have the money for it after this.
No, we may see a hype cave and then maybe something like Pyramid Catfish if you really want to just route, the oddity checks, or just start off in the Village of Outcasts and do that area. TJ, though, having the big key, you're going to go right for the boss here.
Now, seeing one cold stare, you can ease up on the magic worries a little bit. Not completely, but the chances of seeing another cold stare is pretty low, though there's always a chance of Trinex.
Yeah, that Trinex idea looming, especially having both rods already, I'd still be a little tight on the magic.
Yeah.
But not having a lamp, we might see TJ throw a few fire rod shots in the turtle room to light a torch.
I think GFE's talking the rule of... I was going to try to come up with a clever name. Basically, when you don't need it, you have it. When you need it, you don't have it.
Right. Well, welcome in the Raiders from the ALTTPR randomizer stream. Hope your stream was well. We have a Nick Boss match between TjMaelstrom and fcoughlin. A little Nick Boss for you. We had a very exciting early game with plenty of items around, so we're seeing some good divergence from our runners now.
I'm refill for Fred, but he doesn't even get the money for pod yet, so...
Yeah, it's a strong 0 there, and
and hello, Pirate Moldorm. Fred's not going to talk to the bomb vendor and get the red crystal info. Oh, okay, pod's a pendant. That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, especially since we really didn't pull anything out of there that made the trip worth it. But I guess, well, he only went right to the back. So in this scenario, do you go back into the front? I think if you're dedicated to the time, you have to, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Hi, Fred.
Oh, there's some boots.
Yeah. You also see the King of Samaria sitting over in the dig game. And there's the Believe in Pod emote. I was waiting for it.
Now, to be fair in this case, TJ didn't know it was Pendant Pod before coming in here. So does that count in this case? Believing in a pod when you don't know that it's a pendant?
You convince him it's not true. That's...
So it looks like the bow was the only... Or not, sorry, the boots were the only big thing we got out of pod, which is really nice, but...
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see anyone complaining that the boots are what you pulled out of Pendant Pod.
See that P in Fred's screen? We now know all our pendants.
But that's true. Yep.
Now, I don't think each of these runners don't. They each only know 2 of the pendants, but in the booth here, we know all 3. So here comes that lumberjack check. Need the boots for this? Oh, there's some mitts in Pendants Skullwoods.
Like the mitts, like the hide in Skullwoods. But knowing where those mitts are now, we just need like a sword and a couple medallions, right? I mean,
Yeah.
assuming we don't see an Argus and our runners can hover, which I do not know.
I'm not sure either. I don't think Fred... I don't know if Fred can, but I think he might be able to bounce. But actually, no, Moldorm bounce isn't even on the table because Fred just checked the boss of this, and it's our second Moldorm. So never mind. Nope, Moldorm bounce is not here.
Oh, that's a great point. All right, so we're gonna need that hookshot, I think.
Okay, now TJ knows all 3 pendants with that map check. So the only thing we're really not sure about with the rest of these is what our red crystals are. But Fred, knowing it is a pendant, is going to rush the boss. Now, this is guaranteed an item. Actually, yeah, because Moldorm cannot have a key, or the boss here cannot have a key. It can have the big key, but that's it. And if it has the big key, it'll lead to an item. Yeah, that was kind of mean to Moldorm. Take away an eye and then put him on a conveyor belt where he can't really move. Like, it just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it's better to have a Moldorm there than like a Vitreous, though. Like, we'll take a Moldorm. It's all right. He'll get us back eventually. He always does.
Not today, though.
Well, you know, we
We've
win
seen-
some, we lose some.
Alright, where is Fred going? Gonna go check Meyer area. Now, if Meyer's ether, Fred can't get in, because no hookshot, no boots. It is ether, but yeah, we cannot enter. He can open it, that's about it. Those boots could be required for Meyer, depending on where the hookshot is. Fred's gonna go back into Village of Outcasts. You don't have your silvers equipped, TJ.
That must have been a shock. What?
Yeah, we're probably gonna see a Thieves Town play here for Fred. Get the front 4, and then you get the MC boss decision. Do you full clear the back or not?
I don't know, considering how stacked our runners are with items right now, I feel like you just rush the boss here and move on. TJ continued working his way toward the pedestal.
Looking through our items, if Ether's the only required medallion, the only thing we really need at this point for our node mode, I think, is hookshot and another sword. I don't know if we need anything else.
Yeah, no, we're like that's what I was saying with this Themestown dip. I feel like you just go right, you get the front four and go to the boss.
Yeah, I think you're right here.
Yeah, I start aggressively pursuing dungeons at this point. I mean, clear them as you can, but I'm aggressively playing toward the end here already.
Now, Fred needs to either find the hookshot or the boots, because you need one of those to get into Mire. And actually, yeah, you're going to need the hook or the mirror for sure. One of the two to get you to East Death Mountain. Oh yeah, Jack, we also need some way into deserts. So, mirror or book.
Yep, that's a great call by chat too, because I wasn't even thinking about desert. If I'm both of these running those, I'm praying never to see a mirror.
Got a nice easy boss here, Armos Knights. Yeah, I would not mind never seeing a mirror as well, though. Fred might be hoping for it. That is Fred's first crystal. And yeah, looking through our dungeons, you can beat Ice. TJ can beat Mire. TR, we're not sure about at this point. We need to see what the medallion is. Oh, we can't even get up there yet.
TJ's problem is he can't get into Mire.
Oh yeah, that Ether's out of logic right now. That was on Old Man.
Mm-hmm. Having the Mitch though, I would suspect that TJ's going to make a trip to the mountain pretty soon.
So will TJ also just take the boss out? Nope, TJ's going to full clear Thieves Town. So with no small key, there's only 2 items back here.
I wonder if this is TJ thinking, well, I made a good call getting something out of 2 pendant dungeons that I just don't want to, well, that could be the thing he needs.
That could be, yeah. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we're definitely have to wait and see on that one.
Fred is heading towards Pod. He does not know it's a pendant. But this will be good regardless, because he'll get boots. Just that Quake medallion in the back. So for TJ, I expect him... He should be going to Dig Game to get he'll get a Samaria, assuming he does that.
With the flute, I would suspect, and also not saying Hype Cape, I would think he would grab the Smith as well. It's an easy turn in, and then you can just go about your leisure at that point.
Now, I just noticed a P on Fred's screen, so Fred knows this is a pendant. So Fred may choose not to beat the boss here. Yeah, what are we looking at for good options at this point? I guess Mire Dip isn't looking so bad right now. Once you get everything you need to get into Mire. Ice Palace, it's actually not looking too bad either.
Yeah, I like the mountain here. I want to know what the medallion for TR is, if nothing else.
Well, we don't have access to Eastern Death Mountain yet.
Oh, that's right, no mirror.
No mirror, no hookshot. So
Nope, you're right. It's not as pretty as a play as I'd like it to be.
I think the only thing we haven't seen of the mountain that they can do at this point is Spike Cave.
Yeah, no thanks.
So TJ's gonna grab that Samaria. Yeah, Fred gonna stick to clearing this normally.
Yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and bamf out after getting the last items instead of doing the boss.
TJ almost forgot to grab the Smith. Oh, so Fred is... I think the way he's setting up here, he's probably setting up so that he could go to the boss if he chooses to. But I think he might get those boots in Vale. Because you get the boots, you've got a clearable mire. And you got to come back anyway, potentially, to finish off Eastern, so you hope you get a mirror and can just loop it in together. If you absolutely had to. So Fred should know it's a key for a key in the next chest. And the fact that he's continuing, he might be going for the boss. Yeah, I think Fred's gonna go for the boss.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I can't blame him, knowing that there's a pendant here, and you've already put this time into the dungeon. You definitely don't want to just give it away at this point.
And so TJ gonna go check the Maya requirements. He's not gonna have access though. No ether to get inside. So my guess is Ice Palace for TJ.
Yep, and I like that play.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, 5 items to dungeon you can clear out. I mean, assuming boss, of course.
Yeah. Which, we're still at the point where you can kill any boss except Argus. We can see the boss right away. They got the compass. It's blind. Okay, this is clearable.
Yeah, blind fight's definitely not as free as they are in Blind's vanilla dungeon, but plenty of hearts, Burna, or runners will be fine.
Both runners are 2 pendants, though the chances of Ped being anything in the seat is very minimal at this point.
Yeah, definitely on life support. Something kind of feels like it has to be in here, though, right? There's not a lot of other good options left.
Because Meyer's not in logic, I think you're right. Yeah, Fred's gonna follow into Ice Palace as well.
It'd be a shame if it's just like lamp in here or something silly.
Both these runners still sitting on Fighter Sword. They would love to have another sword upgrade right about now. You don't need it for blind, at least. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that half magic takes a lot of that magic worry out of the way in case you see something like a Trinix.
And TJ is gonna skip Ice Tea Room. He might be counting items. I'm not sure. We have seen one small key in the chest. Yeah, let's see what's on... It's a small key, yeah. TJ's leaving an item behind here. Because there was a small key in the big chest, I remember seeing that. What do we have? It's not. I think in Logic, I feel like we have Pyramid Catfish, Purple Chests. Not sure how much else we got. But TJ's gonna pick up that Ether out of Logic. And we're gonna see if this skip hurts TJ. Nope.
Yeah, I wonder if that was playing to what we were talking about earlier and just, I only need one thing. You know, I feel a little safer making some skips now.
But at this point, what we still need We need access to desert. We need access to Eastern Death Mountain. Mirror Woods would fill both of those. But there's also still the risk of an Argus. So you wouldn't mind seeing hook shots.
Yeah, I'd be begging for a hook shot in this scenario. The last thing I want is mirror.
Yeah, if you get a mirror, you're happy and worried at the exact same moment.
No, I'm just worried. There's no happiness at all. I'm like, no.
We could still need Bombos too. We won't know that until we see what the TR medallion is. That's where TJ might still have an advantage. Or might have another advantage, I should say. He's ahead on crystals right now. If TR is Quake, he's probably pretty significantly ahead right now. So that's Fred's second crystal. TJ's at 3. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see TJ to Meyer at this point. Stay with the crystals. Yeah, go to Meyer. Yeah, that cold stare death by Fred is also still looming a little big. Where is Fred going?
Pink's Tomb.
Oh, we have not seen this. I don't think TJ checked. Did TJ check this?
I know they did Bonk Rocks. Meh.
Alright. There's Argus. We need hookshot.
Sure, TJ just rolling his eyes at that revelation.
So we're minimum 3 items at this point. Hookshots, access to deserts, and another sword. And the question of Bombos is still sitting out there. There's a green rupee. That's the first of 4 items in here. I'm trying to think of, like I said, spots off of out of here, and yeah, like Pyramid Catfish are the 2 big ones that are pending in my mind. Not sure if there's much else. I guess Purple Chest too, Overworld wise.
Yeah, I think that's the 3. I don't know that there's anything left past that.
Now, each of these runners do have checks the other hasn't made. I know TJ hasn't done the front of Escape. Fred still has, like, the back of Thieves. Vanilla Big Key, so you gotta full clear this one. have no bottles as well. Like 54 minutes into the seed almost, and we have not seen a single bottle. I was starting to think, okay, now that I said it, is it going to show up?
Alright, stick in for progression.
Yep, that is a new check that just opened. It is possible we have the red crystals as well. Oh, TJ's not gonna go after the boss?
It's Argus.
Oh, good point. You're right. Never mind. So, bottle progression, we'll see.
Nice bottle. Here's my bottle.
But Fred's almost done in here. I could see Fred after this going to take Cold Stare out in Eastern. Just because... Yeah, I think Fred's counting his items, so... I could see... Yeah, I could definitely see Fred going to take Cold Stare out in Eastern. Just because there is an item there, and you gotta do it anyway. Or he's gonna go to Spy Cave. And I think this is a front of escape play for TJ. Yeah, I think at this point, like I said, I think we've said a couple times, Pyramid, Catfish, Purple Chest. I think at this point, it's not going to be Lamp you're going to find. You're going to find Hookshot or Mirror. And you're hoping for Hookshot. If you find Mirror here, are you crying?
A little bit, because none of those checks are going to feel super great, but...
Fred's gonna get his bottle for a bottle. And he's gonna give Cicada Bomb as a reward. Oh, Fred dodged the duck. He's going for Purple Chest. Or he might be going back to Thieves Town, too. Yeah, Jeff, one else. He also has hammer pegs. Yeah, he's going back into Thieves Town. So, this is fine if he needs Quake. Otherwise, this will cost him some time. I mean, it's time that TJ already spent, but... Right now, Fred kind of needs something to pull ahead of TJ a little bit, because he's kind of just going over TJ's steps and needs something to give him a little time. TJ, I wouldn't say he's got like a big lead or anything, but he definitely feels like he's in the lead right now.
Yeah, I completely agree. Alright, TJ, what bad check are you going to commit to?
This looks like purple chest.
Yeah, because after the purple chest, you can just route up to Pyramid Catfish.
Kinda. Without the mirror, routing here is not great.
Oh yeah, without the mirror, it's all bad.
And that's it for items here. Fred's taking the Death Orb, so he's definitely going to Hammer Pigs. Purple chest after this. And purple chest. Oh. So mean in so many ways. Fred will get that very shortly, too.
Like this play from TJ, go for desert. You know you have to beat it anyway, so just, you know, pick this off and hope your progression's here.
Hey, that dip in the pod was required. Red's gonna grab his mirror, and then the question is, you gonna go to the desert? Or are you gonna go up the mountain? You're going to desert as well.
Yeah. Fred just going to keep following TJ. Really needs to do something to get him some time ahead of TJ, but following in his footsteps is not going to be that answer.
So at this point, we're just looking for a hookshot and another sword. We still might need bombos. We don't know yet. So after this, I think you gotta go up the mountain. Like, you go for Hera, and you go for all the density on Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, I agree, because if you can get into TR, you just finish it off as best you can, unless it's another Argus. Whereas going into Pendant Swamp without a hook shot, you can't get the back chest, so you'd be a long trip for 6. Or not even 6, potentially 5.
Nice quick moth, but that's not our answer. Let me get a check of Checkerboard Cave. Oh, TJ has not checked Agina, so that'll give Fred a few seconds. Yeah, here's the mountain climb for TJ.
That's just the worst. You spend that time setting up that spin speed just for a cabbage to hit you.
Fred also gonna go check Checkerboard. Now, the good news is I believe Argus cannot be here, but he'll take that sword. And Fred's gonna go back and take out Cold Stare, so this is gonna give us an idea of where these two runners stand. Yeah. With, there's only 5 possible bosses at the top of Hera, and Argus is not one of them. So whatever's here is killable.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Biddy, and you've got silvers. And there's a key, that means there is something in the basement.
I think I checked the basement here, and I complain the entire time I'm doing it. Well, maybe not. With the mirror, you definitely would do Dark Death Mountain first, and then just mirror back here if you feel like you need to.
You know, Fred, more heavily armed, will take on Cold Stare again. Cape, I think we did see Graveyard, or not, Bumper Ledge, so I don't think that's needed. We're gonna find out about TR entrance. It's Quake. They both have it.
Yeah, Coughlin going back in for the back of Thieves Town really going to pay dividends now.
So we are just a hook away from no mode. Actually, that's what TJ's away from go mode at this point. TJ not gonna check Paradox or Super Bunny first. He's just gonna go straight into TR.
I didn't think they were going to stop and check that map or that boss first. Like, no, check that before you go any further.
Yeah, because there is still a chance of a second Argus. We've only seen one repeat so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think that would stop you from coming in and going as far as you can. It just might make you go do Super Bunny first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a hair clear at this point, and that's the difference between TJ and Fred. A hair clear plus a little bit more. Both these runners now just a hookshot from go mode. They both know they need the hookshot to kill Argus and Meyer.
And unless I missed it, neither runner has done Pyramid Ledge, right?
Right. Neither runner's done Pyramid Ledge or Catfish.
If that hookshot's just sitting on Pyramid Ledge, both of these runners are going to think they're incredibly behind.
The thing is, we still don't know what our red crystals are. They could have the red crystals. Pyramid Fairy could be a thing right now. I have not been paying attention to their menus when they've menued to see if they have the red crystals or not. Oh, that's a nice dodge.
Yeah, way to thread that needle there, Fred. Oh, never mind. Our tracker's saying that both red crystals were possibly in Light World dungeons. And since we have a second, let's go ahead and shout out our tracker. Excalibur, thanks for doing all the hard work. We appreciate it.
Fred is going to leave the basement behind as well. Will he go straight into TR, or is he going to check some of Death Mountain first? He's gonna check at least a couple items over here. Not in Super Bunny.
I'd kind of forgotten we didn't have the lamp. It's like, oh yeah, it's still dark in here.
Yeah, it's another deep where's the lamp seed. It's going to be somewhere that feels completely dumb. Yeah, Fred is going to clear the mountain outside of TR before going in.
Yeah, reflecting on something being said in chat right now. I agree. I feel like going into TR first is the play. You have to beat it anyway, You have the compass, you can immediately check. If it's an Argus and you want to wait, you can, but if it's a boss you can beat, you might as well just finish it off. With another sword sitting on Laser Bridge, it's a welcome sight for both runners.
There's our lamp.
That's like racking my brain to figure out where the mirror was and what was in logic, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, it's been available for a long time.
No hook shots. I think there's one check Fred has left, and that is the bonk chest and hookshot cave. So TJ is going to clear this out, and then decision time comes.
It's not really much of a decision. It's whether you want to run up for Pyramid Fairy and Catfish or just go into Hookless Swamp. Like, flip your coin, because they both are terrible.
Well, you've also got a bunch of mirror checks. Cave 45.
Cave 45, Graveyard Ledge.
Ledge.
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter.
Oh, come on.
Got him.
That's go mode for both runners. So Fred's going to try to find a sword. Yeah, that's a pretty commanding lead for TJ at this point. Fred still has to go through all of TR.
Yeah, relatively early big key and a small key on Laser Bridge can skip like the big chest and Mimic Cave, but that's all in Lava Chest, but that's all the benefit they're really getting out of that skip.
Yeah, and the problem for Fred is the location of that Tempered Sword. He could easily skip it.
I'll agree. Yeah, because that Tempered Sword was, well, was it the second chest or was it the bottom chest in Laser Bridge?
Second chest.
I think the small key was first?
First chest, yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. I thought it was third.
Remember, we've still got two dupe bosses sitting out there. We have not... What have we not seen yet? We haven't seen a Helma.
And haven't seen a Trinex. I think that's it.
I think so, yeah. We will not see a Moldorm in GT, because we've seen both already.
Right.
And Helma and Trinex cannot be in the Moldorm 2 arena due to just restrictions, so... Oh yeah, Helma can be there. I'm stupid.
Yeah, really good Dark Basement by TJ. Man, there, TJ gets the shot.
That's 7 crystals.
Oh, is it time for the thing?
Yeah, I think it's time for the thing.
All right. And Ganon's Tower, there's 22 possible locations for the big key. Put numbers in chat if you'd like to guess where that is.
Yeah,
If you guess correctly and are the winner, you get the adoration of GFE.
I don't know. Do I have that already? I don't know how GFE feels about me.
Alright. fcoughlin gets there, Crystal. Gonna head back up to the mountain now. Yeah, with a TR clear behind, TJ has a pretty substantial lead, but we've seen crazier things in Rando.
Yeah, I remember there's 4 bosses still sitting out there. A Helma, a Trinex, and 2 repeats.
Yeah, and with Tempered Sword or not, Ice Trinex can really equalize a race very quickly.
I don't remember the last time I've seen a nice Trinex. Oh. You've got essentially, what, a little bit better than 10% chance of it right now?
Too high, whatever that percentage is, it's too high. That fight is miserable.
I guess actually that's assuming you don't know any bosses. Like, with the knowledge we have, it's, I guess, a little higher than 25%. Second shield, no key. You go 4 to 7. There's your book. That's it for that room. Some more keys, but nothing else. There's chest 8.
Yeah, you notice I had nothing important because it never does.
Okay, there's Bombos. Upcoming is 10 to 13. Art container, powder, rupees, mirror shields.
Bottle, book, bombos, powder. I guess I didn't realize how many things we were still really missing.
I'm up on 14, and then I dive down to see what a boss is if it's not in chest 14. Alright, we're gonna see the boss. TJ's got the ice right out, just expecting it.
No, oh, no, here we go!
If I remember correctly, TJ's got a red and a blue.
Yeah, he bought those a long time ago. Tempered Sword really going to make a huge difference here. Boot's going to help a lot too with being able to dash into the heads. He needs one more.
Good phase 1 and phase 2.
Great
really
job.
Now,
That is legitimately a harrowing fight. That doesn't get practiced very often, so that was a really good job from TJ pushing through that.
we get arrows, arrows. Don't even get a big key for it.
Aw. That seems like robbery. Give that man his key.
So a non-required ice Trinex. Now, big moment coming up here for Fred. Is he going to get this tempered after finding the small key?
I honestly hope so.
He's not even checking. He already had the key. He's not going to Laser Bridge.
Nah.
All right, 18 to 21. There it is, number 20.
Yeah, if Brent does a DM strat, he can really make some serious time up on TJ here, but that sword advantage is going to be a difference maker, I think.
Yeah. I honestly think DM is kind of somewhat more of a common strat in this one. This mode, just because some people, at least some runners, like to try to put the boss off as long as you can.
Yeah, avoid that ice boss. Yeah, I bet.
Oh, that's a nice dash timing.
Yeah, that was a great strat there.
Alright, so remember, we still have 2 repeat bosses plus a Helmosaur sitting out there. There's our second repeat on Vidi.
So I'm feeling pretty confident it's probably Helmosaur on the last platform, yeah?
Yeah, there's only 3 bosses it can be at this point, and that would be Helmosaur, Mothula, or... I'm forgetting the third one. Cold Stare. And Fred is not going to DM, so not going to make him any time, and he's going to have to face that Ice Tranix with a Master Sword. It would not surprise me if Fred sees that boss in mirrors.
I think I would have too. I'm not gonna... That seems like one of those things I'm like, I don't know that I want to do this.
PJ, I doubt we'll see him check anything else up here. He's got everything he needs. And there's Helmosaur.
It's a rough arena to fight Helmosaur, and he takes up a lot of room.
Ooh, man, that was almost a fall. I'm gonna go for the silver arrow kill. And that's basically the end of the boss shuffle for TJ. The rest of the way is standard strats. Alright, what will Fred do when he sees this Trinix?
I honestly hope he mirrors and leaves.
Oh, he's gonna try.
Got a great position for these hammer hits.
Well, TJ has Aga 2 down. Did catch a fairy. Meanwhile, TJ on the Ganon fights. Tempered Sword, Silver Arrows. This is a pretty good setup.
Yeah, as well practiced as TJ was with some of those fights, I think he's done this one a couple times.
I'm gonna approximate 457.
That's probably a fair number. So I think his latter game number's up to the, what, 750s now, so...
Oh, then I'm way off.
Fred getting through the Ice Trinix fight and getting the disappointment that is that room. Probably gonna go catch a few more fairies here.
And for TJ, it's just 4 silver arrows.
And there it is, as long as he can cross this bridge, TjMaelstrom taking down Ganon will be the winner. And there it is. Get your GGs and chats for TJ.
Official time 131.55. TJ moves to 1-1 in the group. Fred will fall to 0-2.
And it looks like we're joined in the booth by TjMaelstrom. GGs.
Thank you. Hello.
So, Ice Trinix, huh?
Woo! I don't think I ever got that smooth before.
That was some serious butter, my friend. That was nice and clean.
It was silky butter. Oh, tempered, but, you know.
Yeah. The real story of the scene really came down to...
Quake?
No, not really.
Oh.
Because you did go into the back of Thieves Town immediately and got it, but Fred Coughlin went back, beat Thieves Town, but then went back in looking for other things before they ever went to the mountain. So, no harm, no foul in the end there. It really came down to Cold Slayer and Eastern Palace.
Oh! So, yeah, I got, I don't want to say I got lucky with that, but after I got hit once, I started being really careful, and it worked out.
Yeah, you definitely took you were really aggressive in the beginning to try to put some damage on them, but once you were down to like 1 puff hit or 2 ice, you could really see how you were taking your time with it, and it paid huge dividends, because when Fred got in there, he got some really good hammer hits, and then Puff just absolutely charged up at him and knocked him out. And so he had to leave that behind and come back to it, and that was pretty much your time difference.
Wow, that's a big difference then. Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little more to it than that, because, I mean, depending on where Fred finishes, but, you know. But that was a huge chunk of it right there. Otherwise, yeah, you two were pretty much, for a while, just following each other.
So it must have been a good race then.
Yeah, so when you got your hookshot, Fred got theirs within seconds. You both were in hookshot cave at the same time. But you had already full cleared TR and they hadn't.
Yeah, I was pretty much banking on the quake in the back of Thieves Town putting me ahead. So I figured, it's a good chance the hookshot is here in Turtle Rock. So I took the time to do it, and then just to get the hookshot on the most cliche chest in the game for the hookshot was a little annoying, but after pulling Tempered on Laser Bridge, I was less annoyed by it. Like, significantly less annoyed.
Right, and that was the other side of the coin, too, is Fred was able to go mode as much as you can, TR, so never did Laser Bridge. So they are still on Master.
Did he get to the Ice Shrine X?
Oh, yeah, beat him first try.
Oh,
had some fairy help, but did get through it.
Not a whole lot of reward for that. It's just,
Right? How bad is that room?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I got the Bob's chest, I had the ice rod ready. I'm like, I know. I already know.
Yeah, JP called that. He's like, oh, he's already got the ice rod. He knows. Yeah. He knows what's coming.
That's exactly what it was.
Would you like to know where your lamp is?
Hold on, let me guess. Where could the lamp possibly be? I guess it could be in Swamp. I don't think Fred would have went to Swamp in the seed though. Is it one of the chests I skipped in Skull Woods?
Nope.
Alright, tell me where it is. I don't want to guess anymore.
Lower Paradox.
Oh, okay. Alright. I guess that was the highest density check I could have made, and I decided not to make it right now. Cool. Alright.
So, one thing I did want to ask is, Ice Palace, did you intentionally leave Ice Tea Room behind?
Yes. I was 50-50, the key is on the boss or Ice Tea Room, and I was really nervous about it for a long time, and I thought about going in time and time again. In fact, if nothing on Death Mountain had worked out, that is the first chest I would have gone back to.
Yeah, Fred did check it. It was just a blue rupee.
Yeah. Right there, I took a hard gamble on that. And I guess it worked out this time, and next time maybe not so much.
Unfortunately, no tempered sword for Fred. Checked all the upstairs chests, nothing there. It's probably sitting in Swamp at this point.
Probably.
Of course.
I mean, the hookshot was already cliche. It's probably, extra cliche with a sword in Swamp, right?
Yeah, so the seed early was relatively nice, giving you guys lots of options, especially for taking down bosses early. Did that influence you at all of like, all right, I'm just going to charge dungeons and hope?
Oh, completely. Completely influenced. As soon as, as soon as I had like a bow, I was thinking about going right to Eastern, but I wanted to do something extra in case of like, because I did have Fire Rod and Ice Rod. And I'm like, crap, that is Trinex's summer home. So I wanted to be ready for it, but I didn't have any good equipment. But after the silvers, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go. Fine. So fortunately, I pulled the hammer out of there, so I was ready for a Trinex. I'm very glad I was extra conservative about my magic, because I wouldn't have been able to beat that Cold Stare otherwise. And then once I had done that, and I noticed that pod was open. Like anytime I play McBoss, it's like go to pod, go to pod. It's just such a good idea. As soon as I can get in there, I will go. I have never been disappointed by a Palace of Darkness in a McBoss seed before. I was disappointed by the pendant. That was not fun, but the boots were a nice consolation prize.
It ended up being required boots as well.
Yeah, thanks, Desert.
Yeah, of course, AFG was in chat earlier, and as soon as you found the boots, he was singing all the
Yeah.
praises of Pod. Like,
Oh
my
yeah,
gosh.
look. In this mode, I believe. I am a member of that church in this mode.
And there he is again, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, so overall, man, really good race. Strong time, especially for this mode. Well ahead of what I think some of the averages are right now.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one, especially coming out of the. I've had 2 McBosses so far. My previous one on Tuesday was very upsetting. Not just because I lost, but because I feel I didn't put up a fight. So I was just happy to have a good race here. I mean, I would have greatly preferred to have won. I'm glad I did, but I'm glad at least put up a fight here.
Yeah, we were looking at your group, and it looks like right now it's Sailor Nep, the commanding leader in the group, and the rest of you fighting for that second spot.
Oh yeah, that's Nep is running away with this group, like just full on. Like I had my I had my chance to come out the gate swinging. I came out the gate like the Shockmaster. So thanks. Maybe, I don't know, if I could steal one off Nep, that'd be cool. I feel very very comfortable. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, we've got 4 races left in the group as Fred is finishing up right now.
Yeah, go ahead and get your GGs in chat for Fred. Finishing off a Master Sword Silver fight. And gonna cross the line at the time of 1:40:36.
Fortunately, we are not going to get Fred to join us. He has some household stuff to take care of.
Yeah, this was kind of a rough one to schedule. Like it's late for the both of us, so I understand.
So, TJ, do you have any other races scheduled, ready to go?
I believe my next one is against Durdash on Sunday morning at 10 Eastern. That is the next one. I guess we'll see what we're doing then. But I really like this seed. This was I played a few McBosses, and this one this one was really nice. It didn't screw me over at all, which is always a plus.
Yeah, no, overall, it was generous early, and then the fetch quests weren't terrible, finding the last few items.
No, that mirror was kind of nasty, though. I got a front.
Oh, man.
Like
We were saying in the booth for a while, just don't give a mirror. That's going to lead to... Oh, dang.
Yeah. It ended up being a required mirror, at least. That was your only access in the desert, but I think that was all it was good for.
It was also my only access
Oh, no.
to the hookshot.
Yeah, you needed the mirror for desert, and then you also needed it to get the hookshot.
Yeah. Like, I was surprised I had neither hookshot nor mirror for so long. Like, I think that honestly helped with the route a lot. I was able to just focus in a more concentrated path. The less I got, the better off I was. Like, when I pulled those mitts at a skull, I was actually kind of comfortable. Because I didn't have the mirror and I didn't have the hookshot, I'm like, okay, even though this opens up a billion things, I'm still laser focused on where to go. And I think the only roadblock I ran into was when Argus was in Misery Mire. Like, up until then, I feel like I was just like, just rolling sevens for the entire seed.
Yeah, until we saw that Argus, we weren't even sure about the hookshot. Like, we were wondering, where's it going to be? Because if you don't have an Argus on your path, where are you going to look for that hookshot? It almost was a good thing for that Argus to be on your path, because it guarantees you need the hookshot before GT.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, it was kind of like a double-edged sword there. Like, I was not happy to see the Argus at the time, but I was happy to see Argus required.
Yeah, like I said, your next race on Sunday. I think that I was looking at the schedule. I think that's your group's only other scheduled race right now.
Yeah, scheduling's been a bit tough for this. We'll make it work. So we'll make it a few more games spread out here. So we'll get it done. We'll get it done. It should be fine.
Yeah, you still got like 2+
Yo,
weeks to do.
Yeah, yo, we busy.
Yeah, probably should wrap up here. Thanks for joining us here. GG again.
Thank you. All right, thanks for the restream. Thanks for the comms. I really appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah,
And-
GG, man. Great race.
Thanks.
Yep. Yeah, we'll wrap up for tonight. Also, thanks to Pixcalibur for tracking. Thanks to Taylor for joining me here on comms.
Always a pleasure, JP. Thanks for hanging out with me for a while.
Yep. Make sure to follow SpeedGaming 1 through 6 in the ALTTP randomizer channels. Looks like our next scheduled broadcast is tomorrow at 10:10 a.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2. Illis and Sean Rhapsody will kick off a slate of Friday games. We've got a lot scheduled this weekend too, so we'll see how many of these we can get broadcast.
Yep, and if you're listening to this and thinking you want to help out or be part of the crew in any way, go ahead and join the ALTTP main tourney Discord. There's plenty of links in there about how to get hooked up with the people who know how. For commentary, tracking, restreaming, plenty of spaces to help. If you want to be part of this, we would appreciate it.
Yep, all the links are in chat if you want any more information or you want to follow anybody. But yeah, with that, we will wrap up. Why don't you finish it off for us?
All right, one more time, thank you very much to Pixcalibur and everyone else. Thanks, chat, for hanging out. Thanks for putting on the show. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.